Hello friends and welcome back to my homestead. Today I'm in the kitchen because I am making a very special Christmas dessert that's called oreshki. Oreshki in translation to English is nuts or walnuts, and they literally look like walnuts, and they are stuffed with a very delicious and sweet and thick filling dulce de leche. So what is this? Why do I make it? And I'll tell you all about it. So oreshki or walnuts dessert is something very close and special to my heart. It's a very old-fashioned dessert. Not many Russian families make them anymore. But growing up in the Soviet era, this was a very popular for weddings, birthdays, and major holidays such as Christmas and New Year. And I've decided, because I'm feeling very nostalgic, to create this dessert for my family. So we're going to start with 2 whole eggs, half a cup of sugar and a pinch of salt, and I already put a pinch of salt in there. We're going to need 1 cup of soft butter, and I left this butter on the counter for several hours so it's nice and super soft. Unsalted butter. I'm gonna need half a cup of sour cream, full fat, nothing low fat here. This is not a low fat recipe. We're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of vinegar, because I'm going to be pouring that into the baking soda, and it's going to foam up and it's going to mix up together. And I'm going to need a teaspoon or so of vanilla extract of your choice. Now, flour. As far as flour, I have 4 cups of all-purpose white flour here. However, it may take less or more because depends on the quality of the flour and depends on the humidity in the room. So I'm going to be adding it slowly, and as long as I get the soft dough that doesn't stick to my fingers, and I'm going to stop adding. I may actually add more or less than 4 cups. We will see how much it takes. And then this is what is very important for this recipe. Let me show you guys. So this is to make oreshki, right? And oreshki in translation is a walnut. So this is a special form where I'm going to be putting dough into each little section, and I'm going to be pressing it down. And when they come out, they're going to look like halves of walnut. But in case you don't have one of these special little forms, you can actually cheat by using aluminum foil and create a tiny little strip and create this little bowl, almost like just to resemble a walnut. And I will show you how to make 1 or 2 using these guys. This is like the low tech without having a special form. All right, so let's start making our dough. And the dough will start by, we need to whip the eggs with sugar and a pinch of salt. So I have a blender that I'm going to be using, but if you don't have a blender, you can always use a whisk. Just remember, it has to be made very airy. So let me start by whipping this. It changed color to a little whitish. All right, so now I'm going to be adding butter. Now I need to add butter and whip it together with butter. So I need 1 cup of butter. Okay, so the next I'm going to be adding sour cream. And I have half a cup of sour cream. Sour cream is not a common item in this recipe, but this is what I add. Okay, and I'm just gonna put about 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Oh, more than a teaspoon, but it's okay. It will be delicious. All right, and whip everything together again. All right. So this is the baking soda, and I'm going to be adding vinegar to it. And check this out, isn't that fun? So I'll mix everything and dump into my mixture. All right, at this point I'm gonna start adding flour, and I'm gonna be adding it in sections because I don't want to add all of it just in case it's too much, because you can always add but you cannot remove. All right, it's getting stuck. The rest I'm going to finish by kneading by hand, and I'm just going to keep adding a little bit of flour because I want this dough to be soft and not really stick to my hands. But because this is a shortbread dough, it does not like to be very tight and not overworked. So not too much, but I will knead it until it comes all together. I was just been thinking about this recipe and how Mama had to be very frugal and very careful with having enough ingredients for the holidays. See, growing up in the Soviet time, there was a lot of products were rationed. One of them was sugar, and we received one coupon per family member per month to get a kilo of sugar per person. So Mama would save up all that sugar for the holidays, knowing that we're gonna need to bake and stuff. And then the filling for this particular recipe will require condensed milk. Oh my goodness, don't even get me started on how difficult it was to find condensed milk. It was worth of gold. So my mama would have one can of condensed milk, and we all knew, don't you dare touch that condensed milk because it's going to be used for baking at Christmas time. And also this recipe calls for using some sort of nuts, either walnuts or peanuts or some other nuts that can go into the filling. Again, nuts were very expensive, and being in a family of 6 people, we couldn't just afford buying a bunch of nuts, so we usually omitted that. So I'm going to be making tiny little shapes because that's what I'm going to be putting inside of each and every walnut mold. These may be too big because I have not made this in such a long time that I can barely remember this. Because like I said, you know, this is an old recipe back from the Soviet era, you know, when people were making this. Not many people make walnut cookies anymore. So the first time I have to get this heated, and I need to put some sort of oil on it. And I'm gonna choose oil that really does not have a lot of fragrance, because this is supposed to be a dessert, so I don't want it smelling like olive oil. So I'm gonna take just a touch, a little bit of avocado oil, because it really does not have much of aroma to it. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna be brushing all of my mold quickly, because I don't want anything sticking to it. So I'm just going to run on each side. All right, it's on a low heat. And so this particular walnut mold is very small, very small. I remember back in my childhood, they were a little bit bigger. Well, at least that's what I remember. Maybe they were not bigger. Maybe it's just what I remember. You know how everything seemed to be big when you're a child? So very recently, a friend of mine found an archive from my childhood when we had our Christmas service for Children's Church. And I saw myself where I'm about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old, and they're passing out. So I'm going to be pressing this down, and I'm going to just flip from side to side. All right, let's check these guys out. So these ones are done, and they're ready to come out and to cool off. All right, coming out. So I can create a fake looking walnut, well, something that resembles a walnut. Not exactly. Okay, and then I will take a little bit of dough. Okay, I'll flatten it out like a tiny little pancake, and I will apply it over. All right, then I can take the back of the knife and sort of make a little indentations, almost like it's a walnut. And I will bake it for a few minutes at 350. All right, so the shells are done and they're cooling off on the rack. Some of them we accidentally overcooked, but aren't they pretty? Some of them look like bike helmets. Some of them look like firefighter helmet. So these little pieces can be broken off if you want to, but it's not necessary. So they're not perfect shape. Why? Because they're homemade and I'm touching them with my hands because why? This is for my family. So, but these two pieces like this will go together and inside they're going to be stuffed with this gooey, sweet, delish goodness. So what is it? And it's really basic ingredients that a lot of Russian households have. I'm going to use some butter, and this is only 1/4 cup. And I'm going to use condensed milk that already been cooked. If you don't have cooked condensed milk, it's very simple way of cooking it. You take a whole condensed milk can, unopened, whole, just like this. You place it in a pot with water. Make sure it covers the can, and you cook it for 2 blessed hours. So, but I didn't have enough time, so I went to Russian market yesterday and I purchased myself already sweetened, boiled condensed milk. So I know it's already boiled and it's already cooked. So when I open it, it's going to have that beautiful brown color. Look at this. Isn't that something? 1/4 cup of butter, and then if you like, you can add the little trimmings that the walnuts, if you are trimming them, then you can use this in the filling as well if you like. Okay, and also you may add some sort of a nut of your choice. It can be a walnut, can be peanuts, can be anything you want. I have some hazelnuts that I roasted a little bit and I need to crush them because they should be in a smaller pieces. So growing up, walnuts or any other nuts were in high demand and they were very expensive. And my family with 6 children, my mama could not afford walnuts, but each child received 1 walnut in each Christmas gift. So talking about Christmas gifts for Christmas, growing up, we received only 1 gift. And the gift was really, so I'm just going to be using a rolling pin to smash them, okay, to break them up, or you can roll them, whatever you like. So we received gifts in the Soviet Union as a bag of candy, 1 orange or 1 tangerine, maybe a couple of cookies or waffles, and 1 walnut. So I'm just gonna mix this brown goodness. And it reminds me of caramel, like cooked caramel. All right. So this is not low calorie dessert at all. But you can pop a whole little walnut in your mouth and chase with some Russian tea, and oh my goodness, I cannot tell you how good it is. All right, let's whip them together. Okay, I'm just gonna put just a little bit of these crumbs inside, not much, and I'm gonna follow with about 1/2 cup of nuts. All right, so mix everything together and we're gonna start filling them. Alrighty. Now I have to fill inside of each shell. Okay, so you just scoop a spoonful and you take another one to put over, and they should match close enough. And this filling will also act as a glue as well. And just put them in the bowl like that. All right, let me make another one. Again, you fill the middle, put the top over, press it down. Now I'm touching them with my hands. It's for my family. But if I were to make this for a group of friends, I would wear gloves because I'm handling them with my fingers. But oh my goodness, this is going to be so perfect with a cup of coffee or with a cup of tea. It's going to be absolutely perfect. All right, and so I'm going to continue making this. I'm going to ask my youngest daughter to help me so we can do this quicker. Okay friends, so I hope you are encouraged to bake something nostalgic from your childhood. Look into your grandmother's old cookbook and look at those recipes and make something very special for this year's holiday, because it's a difficult year. Many people have gone through so much, and making something that's going to bring joy is something that's wonderful. So I hope you guys are encouraged and try something new, and I'm gonna try one of these bad boys as well. They're so good, and I have my cup ready because it's so sweet. I need to chase it with some tea. So good.